I've just discovered that's a broad bean, and there's another one there. Oh, and another. So I think I might cover them up, because although they're hardy, we've got some frost coming and I don't want the pigeons to pinch them out either. Got some peas coming up. That's really good. Those haven't. Oh, some of the onions look like they've got some mildew on them. Might have to wipe them before they go rotten. They've got some shoots. There's another pea there. But I'm just covering them up for now because we're going to have a frost tonight, I think. It's not very clear through the netting, but I've actually got onions that are actually shooting now. You'll see them better from this side. Good morning, it's another day. We've got beautiful blue skies. It's quite chilly though, it's about 11 degrees I think at the moment. So I think there's going to be a hard frost tonight if it stays like this without any cloud coverage. So I've had a quick look around the garden, and there isn't really any jobs for me to do today except for one which I may tackle, and that is dividing up the rhubarb. I just need to remove all the leaves that have died back now, so remove those and then I might tackle that job. But for the most part I think I'm going to spend some time in the greenhouse. I've decided to sow some sweet peas, but also, if you remember, some weeks ago I took some Busy Lizzie cuttings and I sat them in water to root. They are now rooted. So I shall probably pop those up, as well as the delphiniums and the hollyhocks that I've got in the kitchen. There's a little bit of sunshine in the garden, but not a lot, it's mostly in shade. So I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'm going to crack on. So I'm going to tackle this rhubarb. I've put down some compost bags because I don't want to spill soil all over my gravel and then give weeds a chance to grow. So that's why that's down there, that's to protect that. I've got myself a spade and a fork, and I don't expect this to be an easy task. I think it's going to be quite tricky because it's going to have quite a good root system. They're large roots. And it has been there, I'm just trying to think how many years that's been there. I think that's been there minimum 8 years, could be longer. So the idea is to dig it up, divide it, get rid of the middle because the middle of the crown is old, and then I'm going to put it in water, in a bucket of water to hydrate. And then I need to get some more farmyard manure to prepare the hole to put it back. Oh, got it. Got it. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so that's the clump. Now, we've got some roots sticking out the side there, so I think I'll probably take off that side. And then over here, I don't know if you can see where my finger is, there's a bud there and another bud there, so I'm going to shave that part off as well. But I think I'm going to move the whole thing over to another bed just to rest it for a minute, and then I'm going to quickly dig over that hole, and then I'll need to go out and get a bag of farmyard manure to fill that hole with. So I think the first bit is going to be here. Right, where are those buds? There's one there. Oh, and two there. So I'll cut through there somehow. Oh, not that big. Buds, they're there. Oh, that's a big worm. You can go in there. There's no buds on that. That's just tangled old wood. So I think I'm going to get rid of all of that, and I've just saved 2 pieces. I've just pulled that root out. It's massive. So I'm going to start by filling the planting hole with some farmyard manure. I need to break it up a bit first, and then I'm adding a fistful of fish blood and bone because rhubarb are hungry feeders. So when planting it, it's a really good idea to add some mycorrhizal fungi to help the roots access the nutrients from the soil. And I'm leaving the crown proud of the soil surface and healing it in. And then just repeating with the second piece. Okay, so that's all done now. I've managed to break that big clump up into 2 pieces. I should think in probably 2 or 3 years I'll have to separate them again, but I'm limited for space, and that is going to be okay for a couple of years. It's not as crowded as it was. Oh, I'm glad that job's done. That was pretty tough. So just fingers crossed now that they take and that they'll start growing. So my next task is to pot up these busy Lizzies. These are probably going to stay indoors because busy Lizzies are very tender. They've got very fleshy stems, and if they get too cold they just collapse and go to mush. So they won't survive out here, not through the winter months. Got some nice roots on that. Number 2, onto this one. That's it. That's them all done. I don't think that one's any good. It's too small and bendy.